Like, Prince of Azkaban actually does a job of, like, entertaining me occasionally, whereas Chamber of Secrets bores me to fucking tears, man. Goblet of Fire is a nonsensical mess. Ignore the fact, right, that this is what we're doing. We're ignoring the connections to the books. Ignoring that, right? And just exclusively judging Goblet of Fire by its merits of being a movie. It is... Chamber of Secrets is boring. Goblet of Fire is fucking awful. Like, and I don't know which one's worse. I think... No, Goblet of Fire is worse. Definitely. You skip the Quidditch World Cup. Go fuck yourself. There's an entire arc before they even... There's an entire bit before they even reach the World Cup in the book. I keep comparing the book. Okay, no, look. Okay, look. Skipping the fucking World Cup. Go fuck yourself. Like, that... Any Potterhead, any dickhead, right, who's been waiting on a Potter to, like, get more movies, has read Goblet of Fire, has been like, oh yeah, Quidditch World Cup. Like, fun as hell, right? Like, we get to see... We either get to see a full-blown Quidditch match, or we get to see, like, character development and interaction with, like, Winky the house elf and starting the breadcrumb trail to Barty Crouch Jr. and all that jazz. What the fuck do we get? It's like, here come the Bulgarians! Done. That's all you fucking get. Here's the Irish. Here's the Bulgarians. You're done. That's all you fucking need. You don't get any more. That's it. It's done. Back to the tent. Oh, everything's on fire. Death Eaters everywhere. Oh, and Cedric was introduced too. I'm a Hufflepuff, so I like Cedric. Cedric's great, good. Like, I don't like that he's just introduced in Goblet of Fire, because it feels really cheap when he dies later. Because then it just feels like his character was just created for the purpose of dying, which it was. It would have been incredibly interesting for Harry to have friends outside of Gryffindor. Like, he doesn't need, like, a Slytherin friend or anything. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, Luna's a Ravenclaw, and she's his friend. Yeah. And Cedric is his friend, but, like, only for the book. And it'd be nice if he always had Cedric as a friend, and then it actually means something. It'll mean a lot more, actually. I think Cedric was made because JK wasn't comfortable killing off any of the current characters she had established, which is a really bad excuse. Skip, yeah, so Cedric. Oh, the Portkey shit, by the way, is funny. I'll give it that. Portkey, Cedric exists for now. Quidditch World Cup happens and then doesn't happen in the same fucking frame. Death Eaters attack. Everyone's running. Harry falls over Dark Mark. I don't fucking... Yeah, thanks for skipping over the most exciting bit and giving me the fucking least exciting bit. That's great. Barty Crouch Sr. tries to fucking implicate children in summoning the Dark Mark, which isn't explained in the movie, but in the books it's explained, like, even knowing the incantation for the Dark Mark is straight up isn't enough. It is incredibly fucking hard to summon. It's a lot like Avada Kedavra, where it's just like, it doesn't matter if you know the words. Like, you need the magical power to use it. Like, you need to be strong enough to use it, and if you're not, then you just can't. And you need to also really want to fucking kill the person. But with the Dark Mark, it's a similar thing, where it's like, a kid can't. A kid can't summon the Dark Mark. Like, it's just not fucking happening. And then Barty Crouch Sr. is like, which one of you did it? Which one of you conjured it? You're the scene of the crime! Because Barty Crouch Sr. is so fucking insane. Like, he's such an insane dark wizard hunter. I mean, despite the fact that he saved his own son. Actually, that might have been his mother who did that. I forgot. No, his mom let him free. That's right. I don't know why that... It's just... You're not allowed to fucking cheat us out of getting the Quidditch World Cup and give us some fucking horse tripe in return. Anyway, Dark Mark is summoned. I forgot what else happens. It's a really fucking bad movie. It's just really bad. Like... Okay, from the bits I remember, the first task... The water. It's fine. It's funny. I like the gag that Filch always sets off the cannon too early. That's funny. I like the gillyweed transformation and how it's portrayed to be like this gross, invasive, painful thing. It's described like that in the books. It's basically like your entire molecular structure is fucking changing. It is wild and invasive. And it's fine. It's mostly boring, the first task. I mean, like, the biggest thing that happens is Crom, like, coming in with his shark fucking head. Oh, I just remembered all the girls getting horny for Harry. That's at the Yule Ball. No, they get the opposite for... No, all the girls are, like, initially horny for him when he doesn't want them, but then when the dance is a thing, suddenly they want nothing to do with him, because women don't deserve rights. No, wait, no, first task is fucking dragon. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Well, alright then. Well, yeah, the dragon's pretty good, actually. Like, that's exciting. It looks nice. It was probably used for trailer shots a lot. I wouldn't know. I never saw trailers. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. The egg is neat. I like that it screams like an autist. That's funny. I hate Hermione, but I like the joke about Harry and Ron just being friends again real quick and real easily, and Hermione's just like, boys. It's like, kind of. Yeah, kind of. You're a bitch, though. I remember Ron being really pissy at Harry for, like, not telling him how he put his name in the cup. I remember reading, like, Ron being insecure about being in his friend's shadow constantly. It's like, I don't care if it makes sense, it fucking annoys me. But I mean, a lot of things do. I hate Ron being a fucking moron for no reason. Except in the Goblet of Fire book, he actually did do that. Like, he actually was that petty. I remember the bit where Hermione's like, has to, like, take messages to Harry, and she goes back and forth, and then she's like, I'm not an owl. And it's one of the cringiest fucking lines. Oh, right, no, actually, I just forgot, the best part of Goblet of Fire is, Brendan Gleeson as Mad-Eye Moody. He, does a perfect role, actually. I did say earlier that the Philosopher's Stone scene, Ollivander's one shop scene is probably one of the most replayed clips on all of YouTube for Philosopher's Stone. The most replayed clip in the franchise, I promise you, is Mad-Eye Moody teaching the unforgivable curses, because that scene is fucking incredible. Barty Crouch Jr. disciplining Draco is probably second. Every scene with Moody is really fucking good. It changes when you find out later that it's Barty Crouch Jr. But I mean, like, in my mind, it's like, no, it's Brendan Gleeson, and that's all I need. I despise media where they introduce like a conflict or something for young or child characters to do that, like, comes off as super horny. I don't like watching kids, like, trying to get pussy. Controversial, I know. I hate seeing, like, awkward teenage Harry, like, trying to get girls and shit, and Ron also. And failing miserably, might I add. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It makes me uncomfortable because I don't like thinking about that. And I know it's weird. It's probably, like, half weird to just be like, oh, the first thing you think about when teenagers are, like, dating or going out or whatever is sex, and it's like, of course it fucking is. Of course it is. Are you telling me you weren't fucking at 15? If you had a chance to? You kidding me? And J.K. Rowling also confirmed that Harry lost his virginity in Goblet of Fire, so fuck you. It did happen, and I hate thinking about it. I hate the Yule Ball. All of it. Every fucking inch of it. I hate McGonagall teaching the kids how to dance, but, like, only because it's awkward, but it's funny, because it's funny if you imagine it as just, it's Maggie Smith fucking with a bunch of kids, and making them feel really hormonal, and really awkward. I love that Neville is a Chad, and just goes for it, and just scores, because Neville deserves it. I hate how the Yule Ball turns from the tonal whiplash of going from, like, the slow dance music playing at the Yule Ball with them all, like, waltzing and shit, and like all looking like they're having like a reasonably like relaxed and mellow time, to suddenly being in a rave. I will never, my neck bones are fucking dust from the whiplash of that. I fucking hate the Yule Ball in Goblet of Fire. I also hate Harry and Ron just sitting off the side with the girls really awkwardly, and then just being like, "You want to dance?" And Ron's like, "Nah, I don't want." And then they just fucking leave with other people. And then Hermione sits down, and then a huge fight breaks out between her and Ron. And then for some reason she starts blaming Harry and being mad at him. He literally doesn't say anything. He just like wanders up, and she's like, "Where the hell have you been? What are you doing? It doesn't matter. Get out of here!" And Harry doesn't say anything, just leaves. And then Ron like yells at her on the way out, being like, "You're fucking crazy," basically. And then she starts crying like we're meant to feel sorry for her. The harpy. I forgot Hermione got with Crumb. I remember in the book, like, Crumb basically used her as a way to talk to himself, effectively. But like in the movies, there's like no interaction basically. I like the gag with Snape in the detention hall. Like he only sees when Ron and Harry are talking basically and punishes them. But whenever anyone else is like talking or doing anything, he's like got a book up to his face or something, or he can't see, or he's doing something else. It's like Alan Rickman's body acting in that scene is fucking fantastic, actually. Where and Fred, is it Fred or George? One of them asking out Angelina Johnson, like a Chad, by the way. That's good. There are bits that are okay. There are bits. Do you know what is something I never understood about Goblet of Fire? Like, I understand that Harry's name coming out of the goblet is a magically binding contract, which means he has to participate in the Triwizard Tournament. He doesn't have to win. He doesn't have to win. Yeah, Voldemort's plan, right? Like with the graveyard and shit. I fucking hate Goblet of Fire. Voldemort's plan with, like, the graveyard and everything entirely hinges on the fact that Harry wins. If Harry doesn't win, or if someone else touches the Triwizard Cup, or if someone else progresses further than Harry, the plan's just fucked. Because the cup's a portkey. The cup isn't like, that's Harry Potter and just take me to Dark Lord to be resurrected. No, the cup will be like, oh, that's Cedric Diggory. Let's go to the graveyard. Voldemort's like, what the fuck? Who are you? Not Harry Potter? I guess I'm not coming back to life. Harry doesn't need to win the Triwizard Tournament. He just needs to participate in it. And yet, he is, like, constantly anxious and worried about winning. Or, like, he's, like, when he was freaking the fuck out about, like, the dragon. Like, I have to participate. It doesn't mean I have to, like, win. I can just do poorly. I could just yield. I don't have to win. Like, well, that makes less sense with the dragon, because the dragon's just basically, like, win or die. And the water thing is, like, be able to breathe underwater or die. But, like, with the maze, Harry didn't need to win the maze. What, like, at the entrance to the maze, what should have happened is Dumbledore being like, if any of you wish to resign from the competition, just send out red sparks with your wand. And then right that second, Harry's just like, Periculum, I'm out. I'm not interested. I don't need to win. I was only here because I was magically required to. But you're telling me I just have a get out of jail free card. I'm out. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. But no. Harry's like, no, I gots to win. I gotta. There's nothing suspicious about any of these circumstances whatsoever. We've established Harry is retarded, but I mean, like, it's kind of hard to be that retarded. There's also the meme about Voldemort's plan being thwarted by the fact that if Harry gives his blood willingly, then it just completely fucks up the whole thing. In the movie, Wormtail is like, he's slicing up Harry's arm, and then he says, like, blood from the enemy forcefully taken, which, I mean, if he'd approached Harry and went, blood from the enemy forcefully taken, then Harry could have been like, oh, here's my blood, and then it just invalidates the whole thing. That part still requires Harry to have won the Triwizard Tournament. Oh, do you remember, I said earlier, it's like, I really don't like horny. Yeah, I just remember the prefect baths and Moaning Myrtle, and I kind of fucking gagged. Holy shit, can you stop making kids horny? Please? Please? Fuck? Christ, it makes watching Goblet of Fire really hard. I'm upset that they cut out Rita Skeeter getting punished. Because they never resolved that. All they had her do was be annoying and write a few articles. They never resolved it like in the book where it was like, she's a beetle animagus in a jar. I keep referencing the book. I don't fucking care. She's a beetle animagus in a jar, and Hermione's like, an unregistered one. Unregistered animagi go straight to Azkaban. So it's like, Hermione being like, if you stop publishing articles about us, then I won't tell anyone. You're an unregistered animagi. And Rita's like, yeah, I don't want life in fucking Azkaban. That sounds like a good deal. She just gets away, and then I'm pretty sure she's shown later. Yeah, she is. David Tennant as Barty Crouch Jr. is good. It's one of the few acting choices, like, I don't consider perfect, but to be fair, there is a lot of perfect choices, honestly. David Tennant's one is just a bit, he was fine, he did good. I don't think I think he got the personality down, the ferocity, and, like, the feralness of, like, Barty Crouch Jr., because he would be like that. I just don't think he looks how I would imagine Barty Crouch Jr. to look, but that's fine, he did fine. There's also all the shit in between, like, all the stuff Barty Crouch Jr. is doing, like, with the Veritas Serum. Wait, no. Not the Veritas, sorry. With the Polyjuice Potion ingredients being stolen and shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the meme, actually. How did you put your name on the Goblet of Fire?
Right, so, you remember how I keep saying that the movie is, like, a fanfiction of the book? So, Beauxbaton and Durmstrang, in the movie, they're portrayed as, unisex, so Durmstrang is all male and Beauxbaton is all female. Incorrect! When they arrive in Hogwarts, for the Triwizard Tournament, they are both genders. They're not gendered schools. Look, both genders go to Durmstrang and both genders go to Beauxbaton. Because that would be fucking retarded. Because each country only has, like, one school. Pretty much one school, as far as we know. It'll be a bit fucking stupid to only have one gender go to your school. It's not how it works. Well, no, I do know why. It's so they can be fucking horny and show off the Beauxbaton girls' asses constantly. Goblet of Fire is really horny. Order of the Phoenix is a little horny, but, like, Goblet of Fire is really horny. I hate it. Yeah, that whole... I will admit, like, when the Durmstrang guys do their little boom boom thing to through the Great Hall, that's cool. I fucking hate how Beauxbaton's just go with some butterflies and shit. How about you go fucking shove those butterflies up your ass? How about do something that's actually cool, other than throw butterflies everywhere and show off your ass? Also, Fleur Delacour is part Vila. Vila is basically a succubus in Harry Potter, which is why literally all the boys in Hogwarts were completely thirsting over her, is because she can't help it. Like, it's just like she has an aura where she just attracts men, which is why Ron tried real hard to get in her pants and fucking failed. Fred and George's aging potion is actually fucking hilarious. I won't lie. Do you know what I want to know is... Well, I remember. They said at the start of the movie, it's like, why did they restart the Triwizard Tournament? And Barty Crouch says... He said something about, like, we want to reignite relationships between schools or something. Through death games? Y'all don't have a fucking, like, sports day? You don't have, like, high jump or something? Like, and you give out those little red ribbon participation awards that everyone gets? Like, you don't have a sports day to improve relation? You can't play a game of fucking Quidditch with each other? You gotta pick two of your fucking adults to go to the death? Why? Do you just hate your kids? Oh, I hate Madame Maxime because it's never shown in the movies, actually. So, like, in the movies, it's just basically, Hagrid and Maxime, they just fuck, basically. They just fuck. Really? But in the books, they kind of do. But then, at one point, Hagrid's like, Madame Maxime was like, it was lovely to meet you or something. And Hagrid's like, oh, it's lovely to meet, you know, another one, you know. And she's like, another what? And he's like, well, you know, another half giant. Because Madame Maxime is half giant. Where she proceeds to respond by screaming at him and being like, I'm not half giant. How fucking dare you? I'm just a big girl. And then runs away, and then they don't speak to each other for a bit. Then they get back in contact, like, later. Madame Maxime's like, okay, actually, I did the test. Turns out, I am a half giant, actually. So, you know what? You want to try that again? And Hagrid's like, yeah. But in the movies, it's just, they just want to fuck the end. And that's it. And then she leaves, and then Hagrid never talks with her. I'm pretty sure in the books they maintain, like, a relationship over distance. I'm nearly sure. But in the movies, it's just, bye. See ya. Don't need ya. The final duel in the graveyard. The duel that relied entirely on Harry winning and no one else. Well, I mean, Cedric won, and that wasn't... whatever. Cedric dies, and Harry gets his blood. Voldemort comes back. Because he has Harry's blood in him, the love protection is nullified for now. So he can touch him, he can hurt him. Because before, even the killing curse wouldn't have done anything to Harry while he had the love protection on. That's why he survived in the Forest in Deathly Hallows, is purely because he had his love protection back on. And then Voldemort gets a little cocky, which is normal, because, I mean, yeah, he thinks he's, like, all... That's not out of character, so I'm not upset. He gets cocky, he lets him out, he's like, come, Potter, duel me, bow before me, yes, and he's, like, playing with his food, basically. If he kills this 14-year-old right now, he is guaranteed to win. If he kills him right now, he is guaranteed to win. He plays with him in the book, too. I haven't read the book in a while. Well, then maybe I'm wrong, actually. Yeah, so 14-year-old, whatever, they duel for a bit, Harry runs away, and he's like, they fight. Prior Incantatum happens. The ghosts come back, they fight. It's fine. I don't know why Prior Incantatum brought people back from the dead. I think it's because their wand cores are connected. And their Horcrux connected, or whatever. I think... Harry returning to Hogwarts with Cedric's body is like... That's the best scene in the whole movie. Purely because of Amos Diggory's reaction. And the actor's acting is 10 out of 10 perfect. And everyone else just... It's just Harry zips in, a corpse with him. And then everyone's fucking having a great time. Amos Diggory's hugging, he's like, fuck yeah, my son won! And then everyone starts, like, looking closer and closer and closer. Oh, shit. and then Amos starts crying, and it's like, that's the best scene in the whole movie. Is it better than the Unforgivable Curses? Actually, that's a debate. Is it better than the ferret? Now that's not a debate. And then Moody takes him away, reveals it's been Batty Crouch the whole time, and then Voldemort's returned. Blah blah blah. And then Dumbledore leaves people to spy on Harry, and that's the end of Goblet of Fire. Goblet of Fire is fucking dreadful. Like, I was half defending Chamber of Secrets earlier. There were bits where I was like, you know what, this was good. I like this bit. This bit around it's kind of shit, but this bit's nice. With Goblet of Fire, it's just like, there's 3 good scenes max, maybe. There's the Unforgivable Curses, the Ferret, Draco, and Amos Diggory. And I can't think of any other scene, and that's it. They're the only good bits. Whole fucking movie. Trash. Trash fucking film. I can't wait to read the book, because I remember really liking the book.